Illegal immigrants and former prisoners living in Compton, California are among hundreds of people eligible to receive a guaranteed income over the next 2 years. It's part of a new direct cash relief payment program called the Compton Pledge. Patrice Cullors, one of the founders of the Black Lives Matters organization, calls it, quote, an urgent and necessary strategy for addressing economic realities of racial injustice. The program stands in contrast to President Trump's Platinum Plan, the $500 billion effort to help black-owned businesses and increase educational opportunities for African Americans. Well, here with more is Joe Collins. Mr. Collins is hoping to win election to California's 43rd congressional seat. Joe, tell us, how did this come about in Compton, and what do you think of that plan?
I'll tell you, I have no idea, but a lot of people in California are sympathetic towards illegal immigrants, mind you, the same people who break our laws and get away with it. And so I don't know how this plan came about, but I can tell you a lot of taxpayers are not going to be happy with that. Gavin Newsom already gave $175 million in relief and free medical aid to illegal immigrants. And so this is just another way that Californians think they can pander in order to win votes.
Well, the timing is interesting. Now, this announcement came soon after Governor Newsom signed a new law creating a task force to examine the possibility of reparations for slavery. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think they've been talking about reparations for a very long time, and that's just another way to try to get votes. They think they are going to pass some type of reparations bill, but I mean, when you read the Library of Congress, when you look at the laws that have been in place, it's almost impossible to pass reparations for a specific type of people.
I know that you have campaigned instead of handouts. You believe in opportunities, and I know you were at the White House when President Trump announced his Platinum Plan. What do you like about it the most?
One of the biggest things that I like about the Platinum Plan is this is the first time the Black community has ever had someone lay out an agenda for how they're going to improve our communities. $500 billion worth of economic development, schools, and resources is absolutely what our communities need. We've been ran by Democrats for a very long time, and they have ran our communities into the ground. And so the most exciting thing about it is just to have a plan that we can look at and say, okay, this is what we have to move forward with. That's exciting to me.
Joe, anything you don't like about it? Anything missing from the plan?
You know what? I'm not sure yet. I have to continue to look at it and continue to dive into it and do research and figure out how we can utilize that plan to rebuild our communities. After we start to use the plan, if we see, anything that we can, add to it that will be of some significance, then we would absolutely do it. Anything that has to be removed, then we'll address that as well.
What kind of response is it getting there in Southern California from the Black community? What are you hearing from people about it?
A lot of people are very interested in the Platinum Plan. One of the things that we hear the most is the president actually going to put it into law? Is he actually going to be able to use it? And my answer is absolutely yes. The biggest issues that we're going to have is we have a lot of Democrats who don't like the president, who would never use the Platinum Plan in order to improve our communities. And so that's what we're going to be faced with in this upcoming election.
Now, while the president touts his policies, which led to a record low unemployment rate for Black Americans, that was before COVID-19, the rate now stands at about 12.1% for Blacks. It's even higher for younger Black Americans. How will that affect his chances, do you think, to win Black votes on November 3rd?
I don't think that is going to affect his chances at all when it comes to a Black vote, because we see his agenda for the Black community. We see what he's been trying to do for the Black community. And with him making so much effort towards the Black community, it kind of shines a light on what's been going on in our communities for a very long time. And that is, we've been having a lot of bad legislators making us a lot of promises without delivering anything. And so I think he's going to get the Black vote. I think that we're going to start removing a lot of legislators that we've been having in office for a very long time and making way for new ideas and new legislators to create some type of opportunity.
And a lot of Black Americans are, of course, leaving the Democratic Party. We saw a big rally in Washington recently, Blexit. Donald Trump received 8% of the Black vote in 2016. That was enough to help put him over the top. So how do you think he's going to do this time? Any predictions?
He's going to do very well. I'm assuming that he's going to get about 47%, 48% of the Black vote.
Really? You think it's going to be that high?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we're excited about what the president is doing. A lot of people are actually listening to him. Mainstream media has turned a lot of people off with the amount of lies and opinionated news that they've been putting out for the past 3 years. And so I think he's going to get a really high percent of the black vote. Plus, we look at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, one of the biggest components of mass incarceration of blacks and Latinos in inner cities. You have to think that, if these people get locked into office, then a lot of people are going to get locked back in prison. And that's what we don't want. Well,
We'll have to wait and see, but 47%, that's amazing. I think most experts are saying maybe 12, 15%, but 47, that would really shock everyone, I think.
The biggest thing about experts is the majority of the time they're wrong. So.
Well, you got that one. Okay. From Southern California, Joe Collins, thanks so much for your time. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.